it up real quick. Get this. Alright, let's see. We ain't got anybody on here yet, but I'm just trying to get this set up where I can get this camera angled out a little bit better.
I need to get one of them for the...
Put that, this one is cheap. Temu posted like $1.99 for a camera post.
Wow.
Anyway, we live in the shop. We got Micheal Jaynes, one-eyed fat man.
One-eyed fat man.
Rarer than a Sasquatch.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
You never see me in the wild.
There you go. And he brought something to the shop for me to mold, and I'm gonna let him take over with it, with telling y'all about it. But we're gonna turn it and go ahead and start showing it right here.
Now this is a wolf. Actually, it's an anthropomorphic wolf from a comic book done by a gentleman, and he wanted me to do the character in 3D, so I sculpted this for him, and James is going to mold it.
Yep.
And you going to tell him what you're going to do?
Yeah. What we have to do with this, because it's three-dimensional, it stands on the base, and you can see right here how it looks. What I've got to do in order to mold it, we got to take the tail off, which he sculpted with wire. So we can take the tail off, comes out of the base there. We've got to cut the arms off at the shoulders and make plugs on the ends of the arms to fit in the socket. So basically what you would do is take a like a butter knife or something, and if you cut that arm off straight down flush, you would have to take clay out of one end, put that clay on the other end, and kind of make a square plug. That way you can just plug it back in when it's molded. I just noticed this. We'll probably want to cut the arm right there, because you see how you sculpted the fur out?
Yeah.
I don't want to mess that up. So right there where that, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We cut it right there.
You take this like this.
Yeah.
This is aluminum armature wire. You can see where it's starting to come apart right there, where it'll get a crack.
Okay.
So you could just do that and cut it.
Okay. All right.
So you can move them arms a little bit.
Okay. Well, I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to. This is oil-based clay, so I don't want to mess up any of the details.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to remove that arm. We'll have to remove that arm. And that way I can lay it back on its back and I can box mold it, and put clay in around the the legs and in between the legs, and then do it two-part in a box mold, and then that way I can just put the two pieces together. I've got I didn't even show you, I've got two of these machines back here behind me. These are rotating rotocasters.
Okay.
And they're DIY kits, they're electric rotocasters. I haven't used them, but put that as a box mold in a box like this, clamp it together, put it in there between these two, turn that thing on, it flips it up and down, back and forth, and
Gets an even coat.
Yeah, even coat the resin all the way through it. So that, we're gonna know what to do with that. But see, that's the thing, you just cut the arms right there so I don't mess up any of the sculpting. I'm gonna move this back here so we can get to this big boy. Oh my God. Let me set this thing
I'll get out of your way over here.
I'm going to set this over here, right here on the shelf. I'm going to move this here.
Here's his tail.
Yeah, put the tail separate. We'll just drop it right there. I'm going to put this guy up here and put this in front of him so he doesn't fall.
You can put that between his legs.
Yeah. And the tail can go right there.
Yeah. Those are the best mask stands.
Paper
towel holders, man.
Okay. All right, now we're going to get a little bit closer up to this monstrosity here, which he has done. He brought this in from Tennessee. This is the dog from the Thing.
I gave you the toenails, right?
Yeah, I got the toenails in the bag over there. We took the toenails out of them already. And he got this thing. I'm going to do this, is put this on here. take this off and flip it around and show you guys this whole thing. It starts out from here. There's a flower bud on one end. And you want to take those tentacles.
Yeah, the tongue comes out. So
and these are all, they're all removable.
So we had that to where the tongue would come out.
Yep.
This tentacle comes off.
Yep.
And
there's one up under here too.
They've got this one that comes out, and then we have this one that comes out.
Gotcha.
So they can be molded.
That's exactly how I want it. Now, that way I can mold those separately.
His teeth are plugged in.
Right.
There's not a jaw, so they basically, they just come out.
They pop out. Now, I've got, I didn't show you earlier, but I've got just off from the bears and everything, I've got coyote and jaw sets. So, if I take those out, I may be able to either do those individually, but then it's pain putting back in. I can just use and measure out and see if the jaw sets that I've made from actual skulls that I've had of coyotes and raccoons and all that, if they're fit.
Okay.
And then that way I can just cast that and then just put that in there, and you just put them right in there and they're just, whole set. The tongue, I think I've already got a tongue done, but just so you guys can see the detail on the thing, this is actually one of the most phenomenal things I've ever seen.
I appreciate that.
I mean, it's like, we took the toenails out of it.
Yeah.
And you got this, what is that? Is that supposed to be an eyeball or?
I don't know. I've seen two different versions of it from the film and from the production.
No.
I think it was supposed to be like the ball of a bone.
Okay.
And I decided to do it in a green monster clay.
That's interesting, because when I go to paint, now by the way, I not only am I molding these, I'm casting, I'm also painting them. So Micheal has to send me all the reference photos, and that's part of the reason I'm doing this video, is because I'm going to get photos of this step by step. And I notice you got different colored clay here. I don't know.
Yeah, I had ran out of clay, so what I did is it's all medium grade monster clay,
Gotcha.
Gray, brown, or green.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's all the same clay. It's just a different
You
color.
want this clay back, don't you?
This one I would, because this one is going to become what we talked about.
Yeah.
So,
this actually, I'll let Micheal do this on his own, but showing you guys a photo, he's got photos and stuff, and he can talk to it in video whenever he wants to about how this thing came to be. He already told me. I'm going to let him do that. But to be.
Yes. Yes. The goal was, 2 years ago, I was just making stuff that was about 6 to 8 inches tall.
Yeah.
And I did a 24-inch tall Predator.
Gotcha.
And the guy said, I want that. And I didn't know what to charge for it.
Gotcha.
I said $160. He sent me $700.
$700.
And I said, what are you doing? He said, dude, industry standard is $30 an inch.
So it's $1,000 an inch.
And I'm like, okay. He bought it, but he never picked it up. And it failed one day. The armature broke because I was using thin aluminum wire.
Right.
And I called him and told him, I said, keep it. He said, come get it. And that started me on this. I want to start doing bigger stuff.
Right.
And then I did a Godzilla vs. Kong that I tried to beat the movie out. Well, the pandemic happened, so luckily I did.
Yeah.
And then I did a Stan Winston 94 version for a customer. And you've seen pictures of it. It was massive. It's about the size of the trunk of my body.
Right.
As far as tall. And then I did a smaller version of this about 1.5 years ago. I liked it. But when I looked back at it, looked at the pictures, and I watched the movie. I mean, I was watching the actual black and white original on the way up here in the car. So that would tell you, I'm a geek. But I wanted to do a better version of this.
Gotcha.
And like yourself, every time we make something, we get better.
Exactly.
It's a process.
Yep.
And I've had people even while making this tell me, I don't know why you're bothering because your sculptures look like shit.
I say the same thing about my paintwork. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think that my paintwork a lot of the time reflects the actual way it looks, but I bring people in the shop, and Micheal came in, and you tell him.
It's amazing. I mean, I've looked around, I see masks, I see stuff he's working on, I see stuff he's finished, and in person, like I'm looking at that Jaws over there.
Oh, I didn't do that.
And then I'm looking at, you know, like the Jasons that you've done.
Yeah.
And the Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
And as soon as you turn around, you see it, you go, that's Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
And you sculpted that.
Yeah.
And you painted it. And it's like...
Well, it's not fully painted, but yeah.
It looks like his head laying in the floor.
There you go.
A little bit of blood, a little bit of hair.
Right.
I'm like, did you kill somebody?
Yeah.
So... You're not videos don't give you the full effect,
and that's why I do. And the reason being that I do all these videos and photos is because people are like, oh, you take pictures of anything and put it up. Like you could put a picture of this up and say, "This is what I did," and people are like, "Bullshit, you didn't do that." And you're like, "How do I prove it?" And this is how you prove it. You sit there and you go, bring it in somewhere. I've got to mold this. And I got to be honest with you, I'm not nervous about molding it because I know what I'm doing. The thing that I'm nervous about is being able to do a clean cut and a plug system. That's the word I'm looking for, the plug system for these. So this is going to take, it took you how long to do this?
2.5 months.
2.5 months to sculpt this thing. It's probably going to take me about that long to mold it. I'm joking, you know. Seriously, but I'm going to be taking a vacation.
Anything done good takes time.
It does take time. It does take time. But that's the thing, and these will be easy because, you know, the wire armatures, they, you know, I could just, you know, brush on silicone, do a little plaster bandage wrap like the horns. I would do like a little fiberglass wrap about quarter around, and then it's just the sleeve would slip. You know, like say this was this. I'd silicone this thing completely. Then I would fiberglass this portion, and then wrap it around here and fiberglass like that portion. That way, when I go to slip the sleeve in, and then I go to, you know, foam it, it would stay within that. I wouldn't fiberglass the whole thing.
Okay.
It's like a grip, like right here. I do this portion, then I would connect it and come around back here, and then maybe, you know, right back here, because it's going to be a half portion where the sleeve slips in, fits in. And these will likely be solid resin. I just pour resin, and then the thing is, I just have to have a hole there where there'd be like an air pocket to get out, so there's no air pocket at the end. Air bubble. God, man.
Decided to rain and make everything all nasty.
Oh,
outside.
yeah. But this is going to be the project that I'm going to be working on. I'm going to take about a week vacation first, and then get in here, and I'll be doing this live, the process of molding this, so Micheal can see it step by step as I'm doing it. And if there's anything that I need fixed, he can tell me, oh yeah, by the way, where you did this, be sure to put this back or whatever. So that way I can do that. Because I've got wire, you know, those Garrett wires.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've got. And I want to take a Garrett wire, basically, wrap it around, and you just go, and like I'm choking the shit out of this thing.
Yeah.
You know, like the mobster thing, and cut it, and it makes like a nice clean cut all at once, right down to whatever this is under here.
Yeah.
And you're saying that's just all wire or it's aluminum foil?
There's I took aluminum cookie sheets.
Okay.
And cut strips to kind of fill it in.
Gotcha.
And then it's got, I showed you the thickness of the wire that runs through there is about that thick.
Yeah.
Runs through here, this one, and this one. Now this leg, if you cut it through here with the Garrett wire,
yeah,
this whole leg has got a plug in it already, and it'll come off.
Can we take that off now?
Possibly.
Okay. All right. Let's do that live on camera. I'm just doing the documenting just so you can see how this is set up. I'm gonna take these tentacles and we want to put these to the side somewhere where they're not going to get messed up. I'm probably going to put these in one of these drawers.
The good thing about monster clay is if you mess it up, it's easy to fix.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So
now I've got just bought this set of drawer things here at the Walmart.
oh heck yeah.
I'm gonna just stick these in here just so they can, because I need to put stuff up off the floor in the, you know, like I've got like a box full of eyes, I've got a box full of jaw sets, I've got a box full of this, box full of that, and they're just sitting around taking up room. And I don't want them to take up room. Oh,
You know,
I get it. I got it.
Got it?
Got it right here. Got it right here. Okay, watch. There we go. There we go. All right, now.
Got your hand out?
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. It's turning bubble butt around. Now we're going to take this leg off.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you do that?
You got the wire?
The Garrett wire. It's probably in the house. Unless I've got one out here. Let me go in the house real quick and grab it.
No problem. There we go. Hey, Greg, can you come here? I'm going to put some pressure on this. Can you tell me? I think that's our separation right there. Can you look and tell me when I put some pressure on this if that's the separation?
Uh-oh, you got double separation here.
Okay.
Here. This is the Garrett wire right here. That's Timu $1.99 Garrett wire. Strong enough that it will go through anything.
There we go.
Clay or whatnot. So since this is yours, I'm going to let you do that.
Alrighty.
So we don't mess it up.
Alright.
I don't want to mess it up. That's fine.
When you have one eye and you have no depth perception,
right.
It sucks.
I know. I can help out, but let me know. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, you ready? You just want to just gently pull. There you go. There you go. Just straight across. Don't try to pull hard enough that it's going to break. But just enough that makes it line definition. All the way through there. Is that? Now what's up under here?
Foam.
Foam.
Spray foam.
Spray foam. Okay. We may have to cut with a knife.
Alright.
From one point there, but you said it already has a plug system, right?
It does. I might be able to get it just by pulling on it now that we've made
there
that
you go.
cut.
There you go. See. All right, there we go. All right. By the way, this is $1.99 on Timu. And I use butter knives because it's just an easier way.
You got to remember, this is a lot of thick clay. I mean, that's all clay.
Yeah.
Right there, and that's what I did.
This thing right here will cut down a damn tree. It's a razor wire. I mean, you almost concertina wire wrap.
Okay.
That's clay cutter, but it's just a.
There we go.
Ooh, okay. All right, there you go. So you gotta make as clean a cut as possible.
Felt the aluminum there.
Yep.
You hear it?
Yep.
So that is our separation.
Okay.
I've never done this before, guys, so...
Well, that's why I'm letting him do it, because A, he's getting hands-on experience on how to do it.
Yeah, I've got to kind of...
And B, if he fucks it up...
It's on me.
It's on him. But he's got clay on hand, so if he messes it up, he can fix it.
Oh, we got Jason down there, too.
Yeah, yep.
And I've got a tub and my tools out in the van.
There you go.
So...
Now, this is not the only one. I'm going to have you do that top leg and the other leg, too. Just so we can get it separated. You can see it's been done. And then I can just take it from there and just, okay, we'll mold it.
my wife was like, I can't watch you tear it apart. And I'm like, why not? She goes, I'm going to cry. And I'm like, it's okay. It's got to be done.
Yep.
Anytime I take one apart to rebuild it,
Yeah.
it devastates her.
Yeah.
And I hear it.
Yep. So what we're doing is we're letting him dissect his creation here prior to molding.
See, there's the piece that's holding it on right there.
Gotcha.
So see, this is all clay down
Right.
here. So
Now what?
anything on the inside here,
Try to make it without. Yeah, you got to pull.
see,
You got that. Okay. So anything like this. So we just need to clip that wire. Right there.
no, it'll come out.
It'll come out.
It's just plugged.
Okay. All right. I'll help you.
See?
Yeah, but we got to do this. You got to
See?
eat. Yeah. Okay. So what we
You
got
want
to
to
do?
clip that? See,
I don't know. If
that's
I
one
wanna
of the
cut that.
pieces holding it.
What is it that's holding it?
This right here.
Is that right there? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe we would just cut it.
See, it comes out from, it's down
If
in
you
here.
want it to get it, yeah. Let's snip that real quick. Where's my? There we go. We got this. Let's snip this real quick. Here's a little ball of clay I'm gonna put on there. Here we go. We'll take a pair.
Take this a little deeper into this clay here.
Ready.
Because like I said, I put a lot of clay on this, which was what I guess you would call the thigh
get that
of the
one, yeah.
beast.
I got some fence clippers. These are pruning shears. I got some actual clipping shears here somewhere. Fence cutters, but I can't find them. Oh no. Shoot. I got them. Damn. See, that's the whole thing. I have all my tools on one side there, and then I've got cabinets and cupboards with stuff in it. And I've got clips. Actual fence clamp clips somewhere. Because here they are. They're bolt cutters. These are little ones. Here we go. Oh, you already got it? Okay.
This is the main wire is where
Yeah.
I'm at right now.
Okay.
And there we go.
There you go. All right.
See?
All right, so that's what we gotta do is, all right, there you go. So what we gotta do is just form that leg to
So
fit right there. Don't take that out. Don't
we can
that.
take all this junk off because
Yeah, but what you want to do is you got to have that make a nice, neat fit. So what we're going to do is take that clay and mold it over the leg.
okay.
See, that's what we're going to do. And what we got to do is with this leg, we got to create a plug on this end. So we have to make like a square. Yeah, just take the wires out. You got to make a square right here out of the clay here.
Okay.
Make a hole, and then we're going to take that clay and then make a square here, so it just actually plugs in there.
Hey Greg,
Yeah.
can you go get my sculpting stuff out of the van, please?
A little bit more if you want.
Here.
Yeah. I try to make it as about as square as possible.
It might be better doing that because you've got both
Okay.
eyes.
Yeah. So I come down like this and just kind of like make a square like this, and then just take that clay out of there. Now see, this is teaching how to make a plug system. And then you just take that clay out of there without distorting it. The hole. And then you got to figure out how deep you want it to be.
Almost need an ice cream scoop.
Yeah, exactly. I almost need an ice cream scoop, but I'm just using a butter knife because you can get clean cut wedges without cutting yourself
Amen.
with this knife.
Our hands are our bread and butter.
Yep, that's right. Now see here, I've got a square of clay right there. See, come out of that hole. This square of clay has to line up with where we're going to place the plug. I'm going to cut this off right here. I'll get that without messing that up. Cut that wire. If I can cut it. Ah, man, it's hard here. So you got that. I don't quite have enough strength in my fingers.
I take it and score it.
There you go. God, man.
And then you got the floral wire for the clay to hold on
There you
to.
go. Okay. Now.
Now that wire runs the entire length of this leg.
Okay.
So that's what the structure on the inside of that leg is.
Okay. So what we got is this plug that we've taken out of here. And what we got to do is we got to match this up with how this leg goes. Which, is that the right way? No, this way.
It goes like right like that.
Okay. So what we want to do.
Sits right there.
Okay, it fits right there. So we're going to put a marker right there. Right about here. On this. And that's where this plug has to come out. And the clay will get fitted on there. And you make a plug like that. That way when I mold this, it has a hole in it. He puts clay on top of this to have this thing fit. Actually, just take that clay like that and just put it on there. There you go. And just put that right back on there. Yeah. And fit that. And then put that plug on there. And make sure it's turned the right way or whatever. And then that way I can set this off to the side. And when I mold this, this piece will fit right there. And I gotta label this as well. You gotta probably wanna fix all that.
Yeah. Can you hand me that?
Yeah.
Over there and I'll.
This right here?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. You could use some of mine if you want. I got some over there.
I figured I'd bring this just in case it
Yeah.
got damaged in transport.
Yeah.
Because when I would take them to shows and take the actual sculptures, that would happen.
Right. And see, now you don't have to do that because you mold the sculptures. They'll be done in foam and resin. And you don't have to worry about them being messed up.
Do you have a torch?
Yes I do.
Can I borrow?
It's called a lighter.
Oh, cool.
I haven't smoked a cigar
Get there
since y'all showed up.
Just hit all that clay right there. Good thing about monster clay.
Yep, that's exactly what I do when I do the
Get it
sculpt
warm.
and get it warm and just smooth it out.
And I use the back side of the spoon.
Yeah, yep, there you go.
No big elaborate tool.
Yep, you don't
Just
want
a
to
good
do
old-fashioned
too
soup
much
spoon.
distortion of that shape though, because that's going to fit this perfectly. So, you know.
There's then I'll kind of.
Yep, and see now,
That back
scraping
in.
up on the other part of the thing, and
Well,
there we go.
smooth that back in now.
Because see, what he does is when we separate all this, I'm going to take a week vacation, go to Morehead City, do some fishing with my brother. When I get back, we'll start fiberglassing this thing. And the thing about oil-based clay is it can sit out here for years, and you don't have to worry about anything. As long as it's not too hot in the shop and it melts. But it takes quite a bit of heat to do that.
Oh yeah.
So you don't have to worry about. I'll probably go in there and just fine tune that, you know, when I get ready to mold it. It's pretty much substantial right now, so that's good. I'm just gonna make sure I get this plug square enough to fit on here and line it up. The only thing is, like, you know, you put the clay on here and clay on here. You have more clay. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, just cover that foam, that foil up, and It doesn't have to be thick. It can be thin. It's just enough to cover the foil up.
Whoa, throwing stuff.
Yeah. Y'all got any questions? I'm standing by with my glasses on. There we go. Now see, I got somebody brought their work down here and is having me mold it in fiberglass and everything for him. He lived one state over, Tennessee. Oh,
What'd it throw?
that's a square. That's a plug. We got that. I'll just put that over there. So I told him, come down to the shop and bring it in. And that's it. That's
Yeah, you did the other piece for me.
Which one?
That Jason had.
Oh, yeah. See this one? It hadn't been melted down yet. It looked a lot better before I pulled the eyes out of it. I mean, this is a part 4 Jason here that he sculpted. And I molded it. And I need to melt down, but I wanted to make sure I wasn't melting any foam and all that stuff. And I'm glad I did that because he told me part of it's foam. So,
yep.
How have you made a cast in it, Jason, yet?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't got any resin or anything.
Okay.
Kind of like you.
Shameless plug here.
I'm in
Mitch Rogers. You watching? Here we go. Bitty Mold Supply. I'm going to show you the resin that I use. The resin that I use for the Jaws barrels, right down here. Art Cast Pourable, right there. You can get it from Bitty Mold Supply. It's got their Brick in the Yard Mold Supply. They're out of Texas.
Okay.
Art Cast Pourable. Bitty Mold Supply, Brick in the Yard. Mitch Rogers is going to love me for this. I want sponsorships, Mitch. I want sponsorships. But this is actually what's going to be used, and I've got brushable. Excuse me. There's a brushable resin, and that's what's going to go on the majority of this with the siliconing that we do. When I do that, and I card this, like I said, I'm going to take playing cards and go right down the line of this butt, see? And you separate it, and you just put the playing cards in there like that. And that's what's going to be your flange. It's going to go, he's going to cut the leg. We're going to flange it down the middle all the way around. I don't know if I want to take that head off. I might try to do that head. If I can flange it, nope, we're going to have to take the head off.
All right.
But if we can flange it, but see, that's how that's going to get set up. And you got it all nice and shaped in. There we go. I see it right here.
Yep.
See?
So that's what it looks like. So it's basically
so it's
sitting
a
on
rough cut. It's fine. I just want to make sure that we line up the impressions on the cut with the plug. That's right.
So the plug came out this way.
Yep.
So let's do this. Let's sit it on the edge of it.
Yep.
See if I can't get it to stick on it.
Yep. And push it in there and just stick on it. And then what it'll do is
There we go. Did it stick? No, it didn't. In the butt head. But I know where it goes.
Just grab that plug and push it in on the other side. And then once we got that marked.
There's where the plug goes.
Okay, right there.
Yep.
So it doesn't even go on the, so that's not, it's like from here. Okay, let's see if we can get it plugged back in. Is that going to be an exact?
Where's that?
And we still got to do that for two other legs and a head.
There we go.
Okay. Well, if it's within proximity, like quarter inch, eighth of an inch off, that's fine. I can. There you go. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and we'll pull that off.
Ah!
And the
Came
plug-
off, yeah.
Now you know where the plug is, right? Where
Yep,
does that go?
right there.
All right. So what we're gonna do is, now you still got to do that top leg, that leg, and the head.
You want to put some of this around
Yeah,
that to hold it on?
Yep.
There you There we go.
I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna.
So we're gonna try to take the head off.
I would do the legs first because I can get the legs separate. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna do this entire thing on video or not.
Because this head in here is about that thick of wire and aluminum.
It's the neck, right?
Yep.
Not the actual head.
The head just has a piece of wire that goes up through it
Okay.
and loops back.
How far back does that wire go? Can we cut it right behind the ears? Like right here, just kind of cut it, make a plug right there. I can flange all this.
Probably.
Fiberglass that. I just want to get the head separate.
Probably. Let me
Okay.
see.
You sculpted it so you know what it is.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I put it together. I never thought of taking it apart.
Right. So here we go with a leg plug. We're going to set this aside. And I got to mark this where the hell it goes. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put a 1 on this leg right here. So number 1 right here. And then I'm also gonna put number 1 in clay right there so I can match that up.
Where are you positioned?
And number the pieces so you know where they go. All right, number 1 right there. Put this over here so it doesn't get damaged. Yeah. Yeah, about as clean a cut as you can make. Is that going to be able to cut all the way through?
It should be.
Is that just solid clay?
Let me see. I might be able to do a little sawing action to get through any aluminum foil.
Without distorting it too much.
Yeah.
I mean, if a little bit comes off, yeah, you can always do that. One right here. There we go.
You don't think of how thick this stuff is all the way through when you're building it, do you? You've been doing this longer than
I don't worry about that card. Let me check that down.
Let's get that.
See, just try to get as clean a cut as you can.
Alright.
And then that way when you just pop it off, make that plug, put that in there.
Any of these that need to be smoothed, all I do is take a torch over it.
Yep.
And what I do to any seams where I have to cut and repair, like that failed, I take a really tightly rolled ball of aluminum foil and roll over it to give it texture.
Gotcha. I got plenty of that shit. Got right here. Look at that.
So that's pretty much all I do.
Yeah. I've done that before. I use that or take a piece of saran wrap and take a sculpting tool, lay the saran wrap on top, and just do the little etching and stuff with the saran wrap on the top of the saran wrap, and it makes the indentation through the saran wrap on the clay.
I'm gonna move this right here so I can put my foot
Yeah,
in there.
you can move all that.
Because I got it going.
Oh, look at that! He's sawing it. I'm gonna hold him.
I think I hit metal.
Did you?
Yep, that's what that feels like.
Okay, all right.
There we go.
There you go. Come on.
Come on, baby.
You gotta be very, very careful because that's like concertina wire. That shit will cut you as well as what it's cutting
think I'm
through
in metal.
here. Yeah. I'm gonna pull that way.
Oh yeah, we're in metal.
Yeah, we're in metal. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and just.
Let's see, I got it moving there.
Okay. You got it. Careful. There we go. Right here with the arrows, see? Saw, seesaw. Oh, shit. Teamwork. Teamwork. Oh, shit.
It's gonna come off.
Last time I did this, a chainsaw wasn't a damn handsaw, it was a chainsaw. So let's see what that. Oh, shit, broke. Good. I've got another one. I've got another one. Let's see if we can get that. These are only $1.99 on Temu, folks.
Yeah, so we're down to that actual thick piece of wire that's in there.
Okay.
So.
Oh, you got to get, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go get the other one. You can just get on that. I'll throw this away. We'll try not to break. I only got 3 of these things. So, we'll try not to do that again. It's supposed to cut through trees, but it don't cut through the metal.
Alright, where are you, you stupid thing?
Here we go.
Alright. I don't see it.
Got another one. $1.99 Temu for 3 of them.
There it is.
Okay. Ready?
Oh my God.
I know. I got a bigger pair somewhere, but I just don't know exactly where they are. They red handle ones. And the actual cut fence is, hang on. Let me go check on the horse real quick. I'll see if I can find them.
Okay. So when I make my armatures to last, because usually what I do is I just sell the clay sculpture to people. And I want it to withstand movements and years of abuse and, you know, animals or children. So when I make one, I make a armature that's not designed to move. And I really didn't think about it when I made this, because I had no intentions of initially doing anything with it. So that's why the armature is so thick on it.
I don't know if these are any better. But those are my blue ones. May have to hit that with a little bit of WD-40. Got it. Where are you? There you are. Got it.
Nope, I missed it.
You missed it.
Come on.
Snip something. Hang on. Right there.
There it is.
You got it.
Good God.
Yeah.
Let me just score it like this.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll break off. I got 2 sets. I got a big, like,
Bolt cutters?
bolt cutters type of thing. I just don't know what it is, because my wife and I used to use that for fence cutting.
Now there he is, but he's a big one. That one looks like it's thicker than the other.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. That's what
You know what? I got a jigsaw.
There we go.
Look, yeah, get the jigsaw out. Shit.
Got a sawzall?
I got sawzall too. Hey, sawzall. Where is it at? Sawzall might be behind you. I keep all these tools down here in one spot where I can have them ready.
Note to self, don't make super armatures anymore, Michael.
Alright, I think I've got my sawzall. Should have been up there. But I think, take a look down there on the floor behind you. See if you see it.
Down in here?
Yeah. Come on. Should be right down here. Nope. I hope your brother didn't walk off with it. Or somebody did. Some bitch. See, that's why I get a little bit weird about my shop, because sometimes my neighbors' kids will like, ooh, Daddy, look what we found. Can we keep it? Where'd you get it from? Oh no, we just found it. Shit, little retards just finding stuff that doesn't belong to them. Oh man, it is a sawzall. It's when I use it to cut fiberglass. Last time I remember I had it over here, and I thought I put it up on the shelf up here, but I didn't because it's not up there. And then I was keeping all my tools, the generator, drill, and the heat gun right over here. Not in there. And the sawzall was over here too, because I was using.
Is that it?
Yes. Goddamn, there it is, right there. Sawzall, got it. I probably put it up there thinking something else. Okay. You want sawzall or jigsaw? Which one do you think?
They both cut metal?
Don't know about the jigsaw. I know this does, but
You want to get that in there?
I don't know if it's gonna fit.
It won't.
It won't fit. It probably. Let's try the jigsaw first.
All right.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Power tools. People are.
Woo! Here you go. Take
Got an
that in.
amputation going. Yes, we do.
Take that in. And here we go. This is showing y'all some live how we do it. Oh, please, for God's sake, be careful with that. That thing skips or kicks back, you're going to be missing more than just an eye.
More than an eye, huh?
That's right.
Oh, do we want to turn him?
Yeah. Let's get him turned.
Let's put this somewhere so we don't activate it.
Yeah.
Wonder Twin Powers activate.
Oh, shit. You talking about Dinah Girl and Electra Girl and Dinah Woman? Or
No, Zan and Jaina from Super Friends with the dog.
Yep. Man, you're talking about, we going back.
Yeah, we're old.
60s and 70s when we grew up watching TV.
Right, I'm going to do this.
Saturday morning cartoon. Okay. All right. You're doing good with that, man. You got a lot more strength than I do. Ooh, baby. Man, a strong man right here.
Sucker's heavy.
Ah,
Oh, God.
that's the first time I've heard you cuss. Thank you.
Oh, I
Sucker's
do.
heavy. I'm like, yeah, buddy.
I do cuss. I'm not going to say I don't.
Yeah. Well, I feel bad about doing it in front. Well, see, that's why I do it on live video, and there's like people, oh, you got such a dirty mouth. I'm like, I'm not trying to have a dirty mouth. I'm just.
That's the way you express yourself.
Exactly, especially when I'm frustrated.
You sever that.
And have a certain particular friend that I admire very much, and when I make jokes about different people, you know, different denominations and races and stuff, I'm not doing that to be racist or anything, but they are of that democratic liberal mindset that they have to say, oh, you're racist because you make fun of, and I'm like, I'm making jokes about people. If they happen to be Hispanic and I call them a beaner or a beanie weenie or Mexican jumping bean, it's not being derogatory, it's being funny. I mean, you say people coming across the border, a bunch of Mexican jumping beans jumping across that border. Where's the racism in that? Oh, yeah, you look like you about got it, but I don't know if it's something we can bend and break.
You can't. This was a very thick piece of wire.
Please, for fuck's sake, please be careful with your fingers. I don't want you.
I just want to make sure that it's missing the wire.
Nope, you passed it. Try from the backside there. Well, see, this is how brave I am. I'm letting a one-eyed fat man with power tools in around my hands.
No, it's not gonna reach because of the thing's butt.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see. I'll try it. Will it switch out?
We'll switch out. You got two eyes.
I got 2 eyes. All right. Now.
Let me pull up on it.
All right, let me get this. Send on the cord. There we go. There we go. All right, you ready? Okay, it's not hitting it there.
No.
Is that it? Is that the cord? Is that where it's hitting and skipping on?
Yeah, it's bouncing
All right,
over
I
it.
tell you what. Pull that up. Pull that leg up. Push it up. I mean, push it up that way.
Oh, that way?
Yeah, yeah. There we go. Anybody got it? Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. There we go. Go. All right.
Let me repair
Let's
this.
unplug this some bit before somebody gets hurt.
Okay.
All right. Set that aside. We cut the leg off.
Now this
Now let's
one,
do a plug on that one.
that one's going to be difficult. Because remember, I told
Yeah.
you I put paper, wire, paper, aluminum.
What we're gonna do is make a plug. I'm gonna cut. We're gonna have to make a plug on that. What I'm gonna do
Is
is
dig that
mold
out.
it, dig it out. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll dig that out and then I'll put a plug on that. So we'll just leave that clean cut for now,
All right. Let me
and I'll put that.
and look at where it goes like that, and I'll repair the edges.
Yeah, repair the
Real
edges.
quick.
Now I gotta remember that let's see if I can have something to line it up with, like a vein or something.
That goes. What I'll do
Okay.
is I'll make a vein right here real quick.
Actually, just mark it.
Give me this piece of clay,
Put a marker right there.
and I'll do this
Yeah. There
to
we
go into that.
All right,
And
there
I'll
we
pull
go.
it out and
Okay,
I'll
cool.
smooth it in real quick for you.
There we go. All right, cool. That way I have a marker to know how to line that leg up. Because then I'm just going to be doing live videos with you going, which way does the leg go?
So that goes
Right
right
there.
there with that vein right there. You
Yeah.
may need to put a little piece of clay right there
Yep,
to.
yep.
Right.
Okay, cool. Boom.
So
Y'all getting bored yet?
that's all flat. There you go.
There's another leg. Look at that. All right. Got two legs off. We still got one leg and a head to go.
And the more I'm thinking about this head,
Yeah.
I've got a picture of it.
I want to do this behind the ears. If we have to angle it, that's fine. I want to leave the ears intact. I just want a clean cut right around the neck. And if it has to be like this, so be it, because of the way it's set up. But this head has to come off one piece. Because I can do the mold. No, I don't want, well, if
Now
you
the
don't,
top jaw is nothing but a piece of aluminum foil.
gotcha.
The
Now,
bottom jaw is this here, which is the wire doubled,
gotcha.
and it goes down. Basically, it goes here, down into the bottom jaw, and then I
Where's the
sculpted
separation on that? Is it back here?
right through here.
Where? Separations, I'm sorry. Right.
Basically, the top part of the head separates.
Okay,
from the
so
bottom.
it will cut right back here at the neck, right? Right
Mhm.
here where this fold is?
Yep.
Behind the ears.
And the top of the head would come off.
And the top of the head will come off. That might be doable, that might be possible, but the thing is what I want to do is I don't really want, I kind of want to get the head, because if I get a flat cut right there, I just put it in a box, pour silicone in it, mold the whole thing, ears and all.
Well, it's going to be that same thickness right there in the head.
Okay.
See that?
Can we maybe take it back a little bit and on the narrow part here and maybe cut it straight like that?
Yeah, but like I said, it's going to be this same stuff. It's going to be
That's
paper
fine. That's fine.
with
That's
foil
fine.
and then
That's
duct tape.
fine.
Just so is that going to be
That's
a problem?
fine. No, that's not going to matter much to me. I just like I said, there's this detail right here. I want to make sure there's just a clean cut right there.
Okay. Well, we've got like these ridges for like the snake's belly.
Yeah.
You see this one right here where my finger's at?
Yep.
What about starting it right
Okay.
there?
Yeah, right in the middle of one of those would be perfect.
Does that work?
That works. All right.
I'm
So
gonna
let's
start
take
with a butter knife.
Start with a butter knife and make a
Do you
make a
have
complete.
a light that you can shine on?
Yeah, I got one of these.
I'm sorry,
That's all right.
I have issues.
I know. I got one of these lights right here that I'll plug in.
I don't want to do a pain in
Flood
your
light.
butt.
It's actually my chicken heater light when
cool.
when I do the chickens, but shit, I don't have any chickens. There we go. And that's a backlight I use sometimes for myself. How's that?
Yep.
That work? All right. Oh, I don't know if I
Get down here under it and
Yep. Go
see
ahead.
what I'm doing. We'll pretend I'm in my own shop, so
There you go.
you may hear some cuss words.
Do you have things that just fall over and jump off the shelves or fall over when you work in your shop?
Yep.
I'm just thinking there's ghosts or some shit.
It happens all the time, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell you are, but you need to go away.
Exactly. I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, just go away, leave me alone. You're trying to distract me, disturb me, just quit.
What I was telling you about Ed Edmonds earlier,
Yeah.
I got a lot of flack because as a Christian, I make monsters.
Right.
And I saw a interview with him the other day. He's a Christian.
Yeah.
And he was going to sell distortions because it didn't line up with his faith.
Right.
And he was
How
talking
long
about.
ago was he talking about selling it?
It's been a couple of years back. It was before the TV show started.
Gotcha.
And at that meeting where he was going to sell, a minister came in and told him, I believe this is your ministry. Which is what's cool.
It's artistic endeavorance. Wait. Artistic endeavorance. Go ahead and pull it around.
Let me get some more on this side. I've got.
Yeah. Just we're not going to do the seesaw shit again because we're going to break it. But what we want to do is just make that clean, nice clean cut.
Right there.
Right there, yeah. And just put that, pull that in, try not to overlap it. There you go. There you go. So I'm letting him do it himself, so he messes it up. It's on him, not me.
I'm getting everybody's way for it. Sorry,
I'm going to back this out. Y'all get bored with this, you let me know, because we probably run up on 2 hours here.
It's down in there.
There you go. There you go. You got it? You got it? How good is it cutting? Because like I said, we get the jigsaw.
Can you grab that side?
We're not going to just saw. We're going to try to pull it, but if we got to do the jigsaw.
Oh, we moved.
Okay.
Damn thing's alive.
Yeah, it is. It's alive. All right, let's see if we can. We're going to probably end up popping this thing. Let's try to do this. Let's take the jigsaw and go around. Because like I said, this is supposed to be for cutting trees. Now we done got fucked up and got this thing where it's going to come in on itself. There we go.
There we go.
Alright, this is supposed to be for cutting trees and shit, so I thought it'd be strong enough to do clay wire aluminum armature.
I'm going to cut the aluminum with the butter knife.
There you go.
Get it out of the way. You can hear that aluminum breaking in there.
Yeah. There you go. You got right here. We're going right through there. Look at that. Beautiful.
That's the duct tape. So we got through the duct tape.
See? The artist that paints sculpts with duct tape. Duct tape fixes it. Duct tape is like dick. It fixes anything.
Greg was in the Navy, and he said in the Navy, they said, if you can't fix it, duck it. If you can't duck it, chuck it.
There you go. All right.
He was aboard the USS Coral Sea.
I got a friend of mine, Adam Rich, neighbor, actually. He was in the Navy. He lived down there in Asheboro, about 30 minutes from me.
Okay.
He's come up here. I'm going to hold your head while you do this, because you got a wire in there? Is there a wire?
I'm still in duct tape and...
Okay, you're still in that
but yeah, that's duct tape right there.
That's a dull butter knife. Actually, just a butter knife, but we're just cutting the head right off. There you go. And then just turn around and do it on the back side. Cut it out. And look at that. There's floor wire right there.
Yep. That's for it to hold on to.
Okay. There you go. We'll snap that.
Little
Clippers.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he is.
He's a good puppy.
That's right. Now, see, you and I are the same mindset, because I silly talk all my work, too. I do that.
My dogs are terrified of this thing.
Really?
They come down in the shop and sit, and they're like, and I'm like, leave him alone. He's not bothering you.
That's right. See, that's amazing. I'm so glad to hear that, because I know that the craziness is not just from me. You do it, too.
All right, where is it?
Yeah, so, you know. Actually, let me get the saws off. Hee-hee. We'll cut this thing. Oh, we gotta plug it in. I unplugged it for our safety. Alan Hops, please take note. I'm unplugging things for the safety of others. All right. That's the wire. There it is. That's the wire right there. I got to get down in there.
Let's see it for a minute. Oh, the tongue fell out. Oh, shit. Good tongue.
Look at that. There's a tongue right there. I got to put that up there. I'm going to put that in the drawer with the tentacles.
Where's your torch?
Right there. Right here.
I'm going to melt this plastic.
Oh, be careful. I'm setting it on fire. That's my butane torch / cigar lighter. It's also a 99-cent thing from Temu. I got 2 of them. Ooh, that stinks.
Yeah, that's the duct tape and the, so I could get it to where we can actually get to
The wire. You might be able to snip that. Once again, I'm going to plug this. I don't think we're going to cut it. Yeah, there it is. I see it. I see it right there.
and it's got a mark in it from where you were doing it.
Yep, right there.
So,
pull that
let me
head
try
back.
these.
Okay, there we go. That might, man. Ooh, please. All right, go here. If you can, you could probably score it. There you go. There you go. Just twist it. We're going to cut the head off of this thing.
That's what they should have done in the movie.
Yeah.
Hell with fire. Get a saw and a couple of guys that...
Chainsaw would have worked.
Oh, we're missing it.
All right, now I'm going right there at the top.
There we go.
We got it around there, and I'm just snap-o! Jesus, give this man the strength to snap this wire. Amen. Come on. Try not to. Okay. Try not to mess it. Yeah. Here, hold on. See.
That's right there. Man, we got it good, too.
Let's get it down. Hope for shit. Oh no, that's going to take some bolt cutters, and I don't know where mine
Let's see
are.
your solid.
Let me saws off here. Is that going to fit?
Let's try the other one. I think we
Jigsaw.
can get it now.
Jigsaw.
Because we've got it called out
Sawzall
far
ain't really
enough,
going to fit nothing.
and we can see right where it goes.
Yep. All right, here we go.
You see it there?
I'm going to turn it right upside down. That's something, is it gone?
Nope, not yet. Almost.
WD-40 this shit. Thing is, we're trying to keep the cutting to a minimum because he's got clean edges on either side of this thing. But Michael did sculpt it, so he bought clay and tools so he can fix whatever gets messed up. Dang boy. I know, now I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Go to Harbor Freight and get me some bolt cutters. And I'm talking about hand. Not that I've ever really need them, but shoot. Okay. Let's see if we can cut that from one. Is it cut down the top when you cut it up from the bottom?
Cut it down from the top.
From the top? All right. And I see it right there. Right there. We got to have a little bit more.
Let's see. Let me,
yeah. Fucking up the side of the dog's head too.
I can re-sculpt that. That's not a problem. And there we go.
There we go. All right. Snappo. Now you just got to do a little. You got to fix it and fuck up the groove and the veins and all that crap that was in that beautiful work. It was in there. That out. That was what I was afraid we messed up with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. See, now that comes flat, and I can just lay that down in a box right there on the head. Probably poke a hole, bolt it down, and pour silicone, and it will get all of the detail on that in there, and I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about getting all the detail of messing it up, messing it. Blah. Like I said, I've got jaw sets, and we can take and see if there's any that I've got that fit. There we go.
Yeah.
There's one head, and I'm going to unplug this real quick. There's one head down disabled. And the head's going to go in the drawer too, but I'm going to put him in the second drawer here. This thing's got wheels on it, because we got the wheels in this drawer. I'm going to put that in there. Okay.
Shenanigans.
That's fine. Just like that. I'll just, you just get the outsides and the edges and everything down. Now the thing about, I wanted to actually try to cut that closer, but because you said that's the primary thing, it would have been too much difficulty to do it.
Yeah, it gets
from
thicker.
Back there.
Big time. You see how thick it is here?
Yeah.
It's at least this thick back here.
Right. So what we can do, like I said, since there's a center line from the butt down the middle of this
part
thing.
Here, this is bubble wrap.
Yeah.
So you've got a hole to plug.
I've got a hole to plug.
Yep.
But see, since this is already centered right here, I can just put this down and then just go like this and go all the way down and do this and do it down the neck. And that way it becomes a three, or we got one leg to do, cut that probably flush right
I don't know if we can on that one.
Didn't you? Okay.
Because this one wasn't plugged. This was part of that leg of the other one. This was the leg, this was the leg,
I'll
this
tell
was
you
the
what,
torso.
I'll tell you what. Since we've already got the head and 3 legs off, this is going to be about a 3-piece mold. What I'll do is we will center this, and I will do this right now with you and show you exactly how this works. Before
I should have brought a can of air. We can get all this little stuff off of it.
So I'm going to take these cards right here. And you take some and go up the butt. Where the line's already there, and we're going to meet in the middle. Just push them in to where the cards stand up on their own without distorting any of the materials. And put them in, like, line them up. Oh, you can do it. You can do more than that.
That work?
Yeah. And then you put one in front, one in behind, and just push it down the clay as straight down as you can. And then we got to take duct tape.
How's that?
Perfect. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to get you some tape right here. Blue painter's tape. Take it.
You just put a strip down on it?
Put the strip down on it. Like this. On the top.
Where they connect?
Where they connect. And just side to side like that.
Okay.
That's it.
I can do that.
Okay. This is not only him doing this, but he's also learning how to do this as well. So anybody who wants to come down here to my shop and bring something you've worked on and you want to learn how to mold it, this is how you do it. As y'all can see me do it all day long up on YouTube. But to do it live,
It's
a whole
Carolina
different-
Kiwi Creations?
Carolina Kiwi Creation, yep.
Yep.
And that's it. That's what we do. And it's just, I've got over almost 300 videos up on the channel. I've got maybe 7,000 followers.
I have like
No, 700.
8 videos.
8 videos and how many followers?
I don't know.
I want to hit that 1,000 because I want to be making them dollars and pennies from YouTube, man.
Pennies from heaven.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, don't you know to make money on YouTube, you have to be controversial.
You have to. Well, I wrote the book on that. I wrote a book on that. I can be controversial, but you know, the thing is, oh, you talking about like Sean Hannity or somebody like that? Not Sean.
Jake
Hannity.
Paul.
Jake Paul. Shit.
I'm gonna fight Mike Tyson.
You know what? Jake Paul's gonna get his ass whooped
Everybody's like, "Oh,
in about
Mike,
2 seconds.
Mike's past his prime." It's like, okay,
Oh,
Jake.
you know what? Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, that's a Rocky Balboa movie right there.
I watched one of his fights against somebody,
I'm telling you.
and I'm like, and you could see the referee in it when they gave it to Paul was actually doing this number, shaking his head no. And I'm like, when you got people saying no, you don't deserve to win this fight.
Yep. That's exactly what you got.
Right?
How you doing back there?
I'm just.
You bored?
Can't
I'm
get
sorry this is
comfortable. I
not
just
really
did
involved in anything, but you driving.
5-hour car drive. I can't get comfortable.
Yeah.
on my knees.
We're all old and beat up.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna probably, oh shit. I'm gonna cut that line there to push this clay in here. Push this card in here. I'm gonna have to do another card, stand it up.
Why not cut that card? Cut the card in half, put it in, and put the other half on the top of it.
No, see, there you go. Now, scissors. I got some right here.
This shop is amazing, guys.
I've got dead animals in that freezer. You want to take a peek?
My old business partner, Jim, used to have dead animals.
Oh, I mean, when I pick up roadkill like skunks, I've got a skunk in there that's about almost all white with a little black in him. And he got roadkilled right out here on Highway 8. And he was laying in the, and I come out one night and I was over there and I was like, what the hell? And it was just a skunk laying in the road. How are we going to line up good with that? And a raccoon, I've got another one right there that I've got, but he was too small for a craccoon. I couldn't do them for cracking because I got form back there, and I wanted to make a form for like a stuff cracking model. Just
You wanna-
take to the
You want to
show.
go over this, or do we want to go around?
Actually, we go over it, straight over it.
Straight over it.
Straight as a line as possible. Because it's going to come meet right here. It's going to be, you got to pull it over a little bit. Pull it up, like that.
Okay.
It can have a little curve in it, but you want to be as straight to this end as possible. Even though there's a leg right there. And if you have to take a knife and make indentions, the cards fit.
Yep.
Do that. You can do that. Just draw a line with a knife. Let's see. I know what we're doing is we're doing this right here. I should have the cards sunk in a little bit deeper, but I don't want to distort anything too much. And see, what we'll have to do is we'll come out like this, and this will be one section with this side with the leg being one section from the butt to the back of the neck.
Maybe.
I'll put cards right here, and then I'm going to have to card this off. Yeah, and then I'm going to put the cards right back here. And like I said, they're all over the place. Fell on the floor. Got a bunch of them down here, and then put them in the pack. They just fall off the shelf. And then we got to do a line right here, because this is going to be separate as one piece, and then we want to do the neck. That's what I'm trying to figure out, is whether to do the neck as one piece off of here and just have that one piece, or just two pieces, or what. Yeah. And then we're going to run a card right straight through there. Put them in the clay so, pretty deep, so they don't move when I'm out of glassing. If you can. Because once I start slapping the resin on there, the cards get to flip-flopping, I will distort the whole thing. Ooh, see?
52 card pickup.
Yeah, something like that.
Let's see, this one's got paper in it. And it's going to be a pain in my butt.
Yep, that's part of the process. You can just lay a card right up there. Right there, and just tape it.
Okay.
And maybe do two cards like that, so it's a solid wall.
Okay.
So that's why I'm kind of doing. I stick a card back here to make a solid wall for this. On there, and just take that. Do that, and then take that all up. Make sure that's good. Do it however you want. And you guys got to be tired just about now. I'm letting him do it so he can do it, and then, learn how to do it hands-on.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people in the past tell me they'd show me how to do it, and then
Yep.
it became pay me a bunch of money to show you how to do it. And I was like, okay, well, what do you want? And then they'd tell me the price, and I'd be like, I can't afford that.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, you can see up under this table, all these materials I've got: urethane, rubber, silicone, resin, all that. And then I've got even a jug right here behind you full of catalyst for fiberglass. Now, if I go down to Walmart, one of those 1 gallon things is now $70-80.
Jeez.
But I've got a distributor at the silicone manufacturing here in High Point. They have a resin thing. I can go get resin for $4 a gallon. Or $4 a gallon. That's gas station prices. And I only need like 1 gallon, 2 gallons of resin, 5 gallons of fiberglass resin in a bucket, $20.
Wow.
Because they make it and they distribute it and do all that stuff. So I pay $20 for 5 gallons of fiberglass resin, or polyurethane resin, or whatever it is, and it's probably about $4 for $4 to $7 a gallon, depending on where it is. And that's it. And that's how I can get so much inexpensive materials to work with, because I'm lucky enough that we have distribution processing here in the state of North Carolina.
Yeah. Since Netflix has moved a production office there in Tennessee,
Yep.
you're getting a lot of people that are starting to come in doing fan films and stuff like that.
Yep.
And a lot of them have been buying stuff up. One guy that did resin reproductions, he said that he was doing resin and it jumped from $50 to like $150.
Yep.
And he said that he was backing off for a while.
Yep. And see, that's the pandemic screwed up a lot of things for artists, because prices just overnight went through the roof. And it's like the supply chain and all that crap. And, you know, I got my own personal political feelings about that. But it's just, you know,
Things that happen.
things that happen shouldn't happen. People getting greedy and all that stuff is basically what it was. Because the processes for things like milk, orange juice, none of that has changed at all.
Yeah.
So the process itself is still the same. It's just they raise the prices on everything because they don't get paid enough money to do it. And then, oh, we could use this as an excuse to, you know, making, you know what? Ooh, that's the thing right there. Well, you know what? I can do that. I can do that and just cut it right there and just kind of go in there and be a whole thing, but it's got to be half these. But that plug right there, yeah, we'll go ahead and just do it straight across. And that plug will still be in there. I'll just do it from the inside though. Got that. I'm just going to stick that in there. And then just build one straight down. I think what we'll do is just do this side around as one piece. But I'm going to probably end up doing this side right here as one piece. This as another piece. I'm going to have to do another section right there. And split it and make this two pieces right here. This, what do you call this?
I call it a meat flour.
Meat flour. The meat flour is going to have to be separated.
Yeah.
So it's going to be two sections, one here, one here.
Can you hear me? Give me a second.
Okay, I got it.
Hey, I'll call you here in a minute. We're still working on getting this thing ready for molding, and as soon as I leave here, I'll be heading your way. Okay. I'll send you the address. Okay. Okay.
Well, it's pretty much.
I'll talk to you in a minute, Dad.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay.
It's pretty much done insofar as, I'm going to leave this leg on. I can do this as a one piece. Like I said, I'll fiberglass it. I'll silicone the whole thing. But I'll fiberglass like the top half curving one way so it can just slip in there when I foam it and then just pop right off.
Okay.
But, because that's how I do these horns. When I'm over the horns, these are actually goat horns from my little goat that died.
Okay.
And I just take this, I'll silicone the whole thing and then just do a curve, a quarter curve on these. They slip in, you make resin, pour resin, that way it just pops out and you demold it without getting stuck.
Okay.
So, you know.
So now, if I make something else big like this, what would you suggest as far as the armature?
What do you mean?
Do the plugs like I did on the ones that like the tongue and the tentacles, so we can just pull them off easy that way?
Yeah. That square plug thing is basically what I would think would be the best thing for anything and everything, but you're working with the right clay and materials. It's just a matter of the time and effort it takes to mold it and the money that's going to cost you materials to actually do it.
Okay.
But that's why I said, it's like no problem for me to do it. But if you want to take it up, go to Walmart, fiberglass resin, catalyst. You know how to do resin, right?
Yeah.
You know fiberglass?
Not fiberglass, but I know how to do resin.
You know how to do resin, okay. Some people will go to art cast and they'll just brush it on there and it's like that. But that's not as good a mother mold shell as fiberglass resin.
Honestly, at
Because
the end
you
of the
lay,
day,
yeah,
I would prefer getting you to do it.
yeah.
I'd rather, pay you to do it
Right.
because I know it's going to be done right.
You
It's going to
see
be done
all these
professional.
back here.
Uh-huh.
Those are all fiberglass molds. Harry and the Hendersons. I've got the Velociraptor, which I haven't made a mold. I have to redo that thing. There's a wolf mold right down there, which those forms come from. All that. And then plus up here, I've got a couple of
A lot of
bears,
stuff,
Cujo,
man. Yeah, Cujo, man. I saw that. I saw
Oh,
the
you've
picture of
seen
you
him.
with D. Wallace.
Right there in the back wall.
Yeah.
You never see him. I'll take him over here real quick, show him this. See, Cujo's right up there. That's the one D. Wallace signed right there.
Oh, that's freaking awesome, man. I saw the video of you with her.
Yeah.
The picture of you with her.
That's the one that she signed right there.
I've heard they're talking about making a remake of that movie.
No, they won't do it. There's some movies that they can't do remakes of.
Cool.
Oh, so we're gonna go ahead and say bye-bye for now.
And check me out on One Eyed Fat Man Studios on Facebook.
There you go. There
And
you go.
YouTube.
And YouTube. All right, we'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate it.
Bye.